Hi everybody, happy Sunday. I am taking a little walk. I thought I'd go live. So most of you already know, and a lot of you have already signed up for my free 5-day fitness challenge that starts tomorrow. This is my second one. It's pretty cool. Isn't it gorgeous? I'm walking over by Table Rock in Boise right now. Hopefully you can still see me with the sun. And I got to thinking about my video I posted the other day on commitment. I don't know if any of you saw it, but it was a pretty powerful day in our family. It's Friday. My husband celebrated 22 years of sobriety. And we were talking about commitment and how it can just, commitments and anything you do is the most important thing. And last night, I'm going to stop because there's this person running by with their dog. Last night, my husband and I were at this dinner, and we were having this really deep, meaningful conversation, and I started talking about why. And I was telling him, honey, you really need to publish a book. Like, the book you have to write and your story you have to share is so phenomenal. And, let's talk about that. And we got to talking about it, and this, mission of mine is just generosity. And my end result about why I want to do everything that I want to do is because, I had a lot of adversity as a single mom. And, he asked me, well, when are you going to start your nonprofit? And I've always wanted to start a nonprofit for single moms for a lot of reasons. But one of the main reasons was, and I haven't really ever shared this story, but I'm going to share it right now because I feel called to. My daughter was probably 3 years old, and I really, really, really was struggling with owning my business. It was pretty funny because I was putting on this really crazy face where I was successful running this business, and I really wasn't. And I was really struggling. And I remember I hadn't eaten in 2 days. Not because I was trying not to eat for 2 days, but because I really didn't have any money at all. And as a single mom and struggling to run my own business, I had my baby on my hip, and she was, really young, under 3. And I remember standing at Winco and looking in to the milk area, and I had $2 in change in my pocket, and I was living in my girlfriend's basement at the time. And I was trying to calculate how many times this milk would feed my daughter or give her some milk. And I would water it down and see, okay, if I watered it halfway down, it would give her a gallon. How long could that last her? And it was that moment where I just stood in the middle of Winco and I just started crying. I just sat on the floor and I cried in the middle of Winco. And it was one of those moments that, for me, it was like, I am never going to be here again. And I don't want anyone else to ever be here again. So I made a vow in that moment that I would never be there. And I haven't since. But I also made a vow in that moment to do something to help other single moms. And so it's really funny, this topic of generosity is, what have I done to be generous? And why do I have to wait to start a nonprofit when the time is right, when I have more money, when I'm not as busy, when my kids are out of school, when all these things, all these excuses I make about why I can't? Well, I at least can do something. I can start somewhere. And so what I'm going to do, because I feel really called to it, and my husband kind of called me out last night, was I'm going to donate, or I'm going to give away a scholarship for my next 5-week fitness challenge. And that starts on October 29th. So what I'm going to do is, if you know a single mom who you think fitness could change her life in some positive way, and nutrition and just restarting and giving her a healthy lifestyle. If you know someone, or you are someone who's a single mom who's struggling and just needs something for herself so that she can show up and gain some confidence, that's what this program is about. So if you do know someone like that, I want to open it up because I'm going to start my challenge on October 29th. The challenge is $55. And for $55 for single moms sometimes is like crazy to spend on yourself. And as a single mom, I knew none of my money was spent on myself for years and years and years. And I was so scared to spend any because I wanted to make sure I could provide for my daughter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away a scholarship on the 29th to a single mom who could use it and could need it. And if you have anybody that you know, or you are a single mom, just send me an email in 200 words or less and tell me why. What your why is, why you want to do it, why you want to get fit, why you want to live a healthier life, what you think that will change once you do reach those goals. And I'll announce it and I'll tell you who it's going to be. And if you don't want your name announced, I won't. I'll just share that we've picked one. So that starts on October 29th. So if you want to, my email is fitlud, F-I-T-L-U-D, @gmail. Just send me an email about why. And I'll post it on my Facebook page later and in this thread. But I just want to lead with generosity. You know, I can't start a nonprofit right now, or at least I'm telling myself I can't. Maybe I can, but at least I can do something. So I encourage you to, if there is something out there that calls to you and that you really want to do, just start somewhere. Start by leading with generosity. All right, guys, well, I'm going to post a few links here. As you can see, I'm slowly walking up this hill. And I'll post a link for my free 5-day fitness challenge that starts tomorrow. I'll post a link to the 5-week challenge that starts on the 29th. And I'll also leave my email. Okay? All right, well, happy Sunday. And I will check in soon.